Lincoln Riley finally pulled the plug on the Alex Grinch experiment, which is probably already a year too late. So where does USC go from here? If you're brand new, welcome on into the channel. My name is Cole Thompson. I'm a radio show host based in Houston, and I talk college football daily. I talk NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA, but I love talking college football, and if this is the type of content you enjoy, this is the channel made for you. So hit the subscribe button down below, leave a comment telling me on your thoughts on who should be the next defense coordinator at USC. Tell your friends, your family, your sister, your brother, everybody about this channel, and subscribe. Because if we get to 1,000 subscribers by November 15th, I'll shave my head live on air. We go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and let's talk college football. By the way, I have a mustache. The reason behind that, I am doing a deal for Movember. Movember brings awareness to suicide for men, testicular cancer, and prostate cancer. If you would like to donate or be a part of the solution to helping stop these alarming rates growing, please visit Movember.com or go ahead and click on the link in my bio below. Alex Grinch is out of a job, and I'm going to be completely real. Nobody wants to see somebody get fired in college football. Even all of the aficionados and the pessimists out there, they don't like to see someone lose their job. But the problem is, this was something that needed to be done, and it needed to be done last year because it was a common theme for a while underneath Alex Grinch. This is not a first-time blunder for the DC and USC. No, for years, he worked underneath Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma. 3 years. And then after that, he made the jump last year to USC. And what was the problem last year? USC was on a collision course to make the college football playoff. They were a favorite to win the whole damn thing. They had the Heisman Trophy quarterback in Caleb Williams. They had a stud running back. They had exceptional wide receiver play from Jordan Addison to Brennan Rice to countless others. And the defense lost them 3 games. They lost to Utah. They lost to Utah in the Pac-12 championship, and they lost to Tulane. So what does Lincoln Riley and Alex Grinch do? Well, they go out in the transfer portal and they try and add in as many names as possible. What's happened this year? They've played exceptional offensively, except when, unfortunately, their offense is not enough. Yeah, it's not going to matter when you play against a San Jose State. Sure, you'll be fine when you play off against a Arizona State. But when you play a Notre Dame team that can run the football exceptionally well, you're in trouble. When you can play against a sound defense like Utah, that's supposed to be a low-scoring game, but ultimately isn't, that's the problem. And then when you play against Washington, who, yes, is known for throwing the football. In fact, they may be the best team in college football when everything is clicking through the air. That's a problem. But the problem and the straw that broke the camel's back was Dillon Johnson, because the man single-handedly probably sent Alex Grinch packing. Washington is not a good team when it comes to running the football. They ranked 91st in the country going into this weekend when it came to the rushing attack. They were a pass-heavy offense. They relied exceptionally well on Rome Odunze, Jalen McMillan, Jalen Polk, Jermaine Bernard, all of these wide receivers that were able to make headlines, and Michael Penix look like the Heisman frontrunner. That was their MO. And Dillon Johnson carves up this defense that went out, added names in the portal, added players from Grinch's persona and Grinch's mentality, all of that. And he still rushed for 4 touchdowns and over 200 yards. There was a moment in the third quarter where you saw Alex Grinch grab his hands, put them on his thighs, drop his head. He knew it was over. He knew at that point there was no shot at me saving my job. And it needed to happen. Every single major area, USC has regressed. Even with additions like Anthony Lucas and Bear Alexander and Mason Cobb at linebacker, all areas where they exceptionally thought they were going to take a turn because they got veterans, they got guys with meaningful reps, they got kids who they can not only build around, but who could set a culture and a demeanor. They got all that, and they still regressed. Last year, USC ranked 93rd in scoring defense. They ranked 124th. Last year, USC ranked 80th in run defense. They rank 120th. Last year, USC ranked 108 in total yards allowed. They rank 122. They were one of the worst Power 5 defenses in the country, and that's a testament to Lincoln Riley holding on for too long. Does anybody remember when Les Miles was fired by LSU. It was a very, very difficult situation because a lot of people didn't want to see Les Miles shown the door. They just wanted to see him make changes. But the changes were basically get rid of your friends, make sure that you bring in your own staff. And by the way, we're going to have a say on who gets to be a part of this show. He said no. And so they said, okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to give you a shot to do it your way. But if your way doesn't work, you're out of a job, and so is your buddy. And Cam Cameron, as the offensive coordinator, eventually got Les Miles fired because he held on too long. Lincoln Riley held on too long to a friend. And that's kind of the brutal part of this business. You can be friends, you can have colleagues, you can have anybody out there in your corner when it comes to telling your story, being a part of your chapters of success, and really even through the trialing times. But the bottom line is that it is a dog-eat-dog world, and this is a business. College football will always be a business first and a product second. And the product is our offense is great. Our offense can absolutely win national titles. We have the reigning Heisman Trophy winner and a generational quarterback. We have a guy that is supposed to be leading us to the promised land. And our defense has taken 3 steps back, and now we have 3 losses to show for it. That's it. And so now Lincoln Riley and the college football community is going to wonder, what if? What if I just let go of Alex Grinch last year? What if I trusted what everyone out there was saying? I got to get someone more aggressive. There are names on the market. There were multiple names on the market. And by the way, USC, when it's clicking, it's a top 10 program in college football. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows what USC can do when everything is at its disposal. And imagine a Jim Leonard on your staff. Imagine having a guy that transformed Wisconsin into a perennial powerhouse on that side of the football for years at your disposal. He was available. Make that hire. Pay that price. Because I can tell you this much. I told you a couple weeks ago, this is not a team that you want to be playing because of guess why? The defense is just not good. You knew that going into this matchup, Oregon was a better team than you. You knew that Washington was a better team than you. You knew that Arizona could hold its own because they showed it. You knew that Utah was a better team than you. UCLA might be a better team than you. I don't know. Because if I know that defense matters, and even though you can go ahead and run the horses as long as possible, at some point they're going to need to drink and water, and you have to have that wall that's going to collide with them. Guess what? You don't. And so this is where you rely. You're not going to go to a college football playoff with Caleb Williams, which is a travesty for fans everywhere. You're not going to be able to be in the Pac-12 championship game unless mayhem happens, and you still have to continue to win. Can you do that? Can you close out the year with victories? I'm not sure. Oregon's playing sound. You still have a game against UCLA. That's not a promise. And you may be able to make changes when it comes to the personnel. Does the play calling change? Does the open field tackling change? Does the miscommunication at the line of scrimmage change? Do all those little facets of what you notice change? Because if not, it's a same song, different playlist. That's it. That's it. And so you wonder, where do you go from here? Lincoln Riley's got a lot of thinking to do. And he's got to swing big, and he's got to get somebody that knows how to recruit, but he's also got to get somebody who knows how to call plays. Alex Grinch may have been a great friend of Lincoln Riley, but he ultimately was his downfall winning a national championship with Caleb Williams. And when you have that quarterback, it should be a common theme. But when you lose that quarterback, nothing is promised anymore. And this might have been Lincoln Riley's shot of actually going to the championship. And now it's just going to be a constant question of what if? What if I just listen to my gut? Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Don't hit the X button yet. Make sure you hit subscribe to keep up with all of our daily content found on Just Saying It and anything else that we post on this channel. Bye.